Hello and welcome to another video. Today I'm bringing you a Flosstube update. If you didn't already see, I done a mid-year WIP parade. I will leave that linked in the description or up in the cards if you're interested. But essentially I put some stitches into every WIP that I have on the go at the moment. So like this video is pretty much a whip parade again, which is not a bad thing because it means that I have put stitches into all of my work in progresses, but it also means that I have to show all of my projects. Honestly, props to everyone that does Flosstube because I feel like updates and whip parades are so much work and yous are doing the most. So thank you for bringing me videos of all of your cross stitch things because I find them so fun and lovely to see everyone's projects. But I now know how much work goes into behind the scenes of these videos, and I just want to say thank you for that because I now know what it feels like. I have all of my whips here and I'm just going to get right into it and tell you how I've been doing. I don't have stats. I've forgotten to write stats for one thing, but it will be on the screen. Maybe I could actually. I was going to do these in start date order, but I didn't actually write them down on my card, and I'm filming this before I get ready to go to work. So I don't have all the time that I would like to get these the way that I want them, but I will be leaving on screen the finished product of what the project will look like and all of my stats of when I started, what fabric I'm using, and where I'm at on the project. So if you do want any information on these projects, just pause it when the stats come up and you can, take a quick note if you like this project and want to put it in your stash for later because I know what I'm like. When I watch these floss tubes, I pause and will write down like the project name or the designer name and leave it in like my notebook for a later time if I want to start something. So all of the information will be on screen. So I hope that helps if you need any of this information. So I'm just going to get right on into it here. The first thing I want to talk about is I have a project on timeout at this precise moment. It is the Supernatural Cell. I'm going to scoot over here so that I can put these up so you can see them. It is the Supernatural Cell by the Witchy Stitcher. I will put a picture of what it looks like completely finished and where I got on the project. I'm putting this in timeout just because I made a mistake on so many things. I've made a mistake on one side of the border and then I fixed it. And then I made another mistake on the other side of the border. And now I'm just thinking I've made a mistake on the fourth creature and I just can't find it. I should have went around the whole border and done the whole border of this project first, simply because I think that would have made it easier instead of doing the border as I went down. I done this in kind of a printed method where I thought, well, I will just start from the top of the page and work my way down like a printer does. Unfortunately, I don't think this is going to work for me because I've made so many mistakes in this project. Now, when I pick this up, I think, well, I'm going to have to fix something or frog something, and it's just not giving me the joy that it normally does because I'm not getting any stitches onto this project. So I don't know if I'm going to go back to this and find my mistakes and just like restart from there, or if I'm going to restart this whole project from scratch. I know it's a lot of stitching to like let go of, but I mean, if I'm not picking this up and not working on it because I'm struggling, then I may as well restart it, and maybe the restart will push me to want to pick it up again. So unfortunately, this one is going to go in timeout for the time being, and I will work out if I want to fix this one or restart it. Although I do plan to start something from the Witchy Stitcher. Um, they're going through a really hard time at the moment, and I would really like to support them and their designs and their shop because they do amazing things. Their patterns just like speak to my soul. They're all spooky. They're all like, like gothic kind of patterns, and I just love them. So I definitely think there'll be a new start in my future from the Witchy Stitcher, and I can return to this when I feel like it's a good idea. But unfortunately, Supernatural Cell is going on timeout for the time being. So, in no particular order, we are starting today with No, You Hung Up. This is what it will look like when it is finished, although I didn't leave enough room on my fabric to do like the words, so I'm just focusing on Ghostface at the moment. So it probably be like 4,000 stitches all round, not including the words. And I put 112 stitches into this, bringing to me to a total of 2,117 stitches. And this is what it's looking like. I will try to do a side by side comparison of where it was and where it is now. Maybe I should hold this a different way. It's really hard to figure out how to hold this. I don't want to take this out the hoop because I'm still trying to work on this and it's in there pretty tight. So I do have a lot of things like in hoops. Well, I've got two things in hoops and two things in Q snaps because I'm working on them and I don't want to take them out of their packaging because they're perfect for me to work on right now. So yeah, that's where we're at with the No You Hung Up stitch. I really like this. I'm a huge Scream fan. I'm a huge horror movie fan. So this just spoke to me, and hopefully I can get some more work done on this. Next here I have Until We Are Dust. This is by Night Spirit Studio, I believe. This is what it'll look like finished, and this is where I'm at. Um I don't have stats for this one because I'm using a paper pattern for this. I will try to get a side by side of where it was and where it's at now so that you can see my progress. But yeah, like I enjoy doing this. This is the only piece that I have on black fabric and it's been very interesting. I really hope that you can see this for all its glory because it does look really cute and I can't wait to finish this. This is something I just pick up when my Kindle is not charged or if I just feel like, stitching on something that isn't like gonna take a lot of brain power. Because even though this is on dark fabric, the pattern is pretty straightforward and easy to stitch. So I just kind of pick this up when my brain is not playing ball with me, which is why, you know, it has half done because my brain likes to play funny buggers all the time. Next here we have A Little Bit of Magic. This is by Stitch Rovia on Etsy. I have put in 322 stitches on this for a total of 2%, and it gives me a total of 1,488 stitches, meaning I have 16% done. I will show you a picture of what it's going to look like when it's completely finished. And then this is my progress on it so far. Again, I will try to get these both into the frame. If I can't, then I'm sorry. I hope that you can see these. This is a beautiful piece of fabric from River Hut Designs on Etsy. I'm obsessed. I am absolutely obsessed with this shop's fabric. I can't not. Like, look how beautiful this is. This is so beautiful, and this pattern is going to look so awesome on this fabric. So yeah, this is my progress so far, and I am pretty happy with it. That house is looking really cute, and I have like a ghost coming in here, which I'm really happy about. Um, so yeah, that's that's that one. Next, I have Move Forward in Love by Modern Folk Embroidery. I put 248 stitches into this for a total of 5% done. Overall, I have 2,038 stitches for a total of 34%. I am going to show you what this looks like done, but mine is going to look completely different from the finished piece because I have done like a full conversion on this. So this is what I have done so far. I have done a complete conversion into the Buy Flag colors to make it a little bit more personal to me. I hope you can see this. I hope you don't have any hanging threads. I don't. It's okay. Yeah, so I wanted to make this the bi-flag colors just to make it a little more personalized to me. And I realized that I could just restitch this same pattern over and over again in different pride flag colors. So maybe I will redo this in the non-binary flag colors for my friend, and I can do this in the full pride colors. I could do this in the rainbow. I could do this in the trans flag colors. Like I'm gonna go in with this pattern. Like I would love to stitch like just different iterations of this to like commemorate all of the pride flags. I thought that would be pretty cool. But I thought if I'm going to do that, I may as well start with the bi flag because that is my flag. And I'm so happy with the way it's looking. Again, this is another piece of fabric from River Hut Designs. As I said, I just love their fabric. So yeah, I think I have 3 things on the go with their fabric. Probably more to come. Next here I have Mordor. I can't remember the, is it Stitchin' Silver? I think on Etsy. I put 100 stitches into this, giving me 1,100 stitches. I'm still at the 1% mark. This is what it will look like when it's completely finished. And this is the progress I have on it now. I really hope that you can see these without me having a backboard. Maybe I should look into that. But yeah, I'm just stitching the same color until it's finished. I've kind of started doing like different methods on all of my full coverage just to see what I like best because like I really enjoy doing the Royal Rose method, but it does leave a lot of hanging threads, which if I'm not returning to a project for a little while, that might cause issues in the future. I will show you in a minute. I bought little bobbins to kind of create a more organized chaos. But with this one, I'm just working on the page and doing color completion through that page. And that is the method that I'm doing for Mordor. Next, I have here Stranger Things versus Nightmare on Elm Street. This was a restart for me because I originally started this on 25 count, and I only discovered cross stitch July last year. So I would say that I've been stitching for a year, but it doesn't even feel like a year. And I chose to do 25 count like really early in learning cross stitch. And I just think I bit off more than I could chew because I just wasn't getting it. Like I really enjoy two threads, the loop start method. It just works so well. And the one thread over one, I don't know, like 1/1, like it didn't quite feel like substantial enough for me. Like the coverage was okay and everything was working fine, but it just felt really different from working on 18 count 2/1. So I actually restarted this and put it on 18 count fabric. This is what it will look like when it's finished. I have 501 stitches complete on this, and I will just get it out of this. I also use I am a subscriber of like Fairy Loot and Illumicrate. If you can't tell, I'm a huge reader. Most of my most of my videos on this channel are related to books, and because I've just discovered cross stitch, now they are related to cross stitch also. So if you are interested in books and reading, then you can look at my channel and I hope you find something that, takes your interest. But yeah, like I use these cloth bags that my like special editions come in, and I just put my projects in here. Um the only thing that I'm struggling with is they're not waterproof. Like they protect the project, but they're not exactly waterproof. So I maybe need to look into something else. But for the time being, I'm quite happy to mosey on with the way they are. So this is Stranger Things versus Nightmare on Elm Street. I haven't done much, but this is also a restart. I'm really enjoying the 18 count. I think it works so well for me. This method I'm doing, um, I don't even know what this method would be called, but I'm taking the top, I'm taking the stitch that is at the top and I'm working that down in this 10 block. And then once, if I have any thread left over, I'm like taking it out and working it back up this column here. I hope that makes sense. Just so that I'm just essentially working in columns, but to avoid the page like column lines, I'm kind of taking thread that doesn't fit in that 10 by 10 over to avoid the page lines. I hope this makes sense. I'm really enjoying this method. It looks neat and tidy. There's no hanging threads. I'm seeing quick progress. Um, yeah, I do really enjoy this method, and I think it's something that I am going to continue on this project until I see a need to change it. But right now, this method seems to be working for me, along with, like with Mordor, I'm working the um, colors by the page. And because I've only worked in one color, I don't know how that's going to work in the long run for me because apparently I'm awful at counting, which I didn't realize until I started cross stitching. Apparently, I struggle to count to 10 sometimes. So it's working for the time being. I don't know how that's going to work when I start changing colors. But with this method, this column by column method, I feel like this could work, especially if I'm keeping it the same way on this project. I will be able to tell if this is a method that I like or not. The method that I originally started full coverage with was the Royal Rose method, which is my next project. This is Mini Firefly, Amy Stewart, charted by Heaven and Earth Designs. I put 186 stitches into this. I have a total of 7,278 stitches for an overall total of 10%. And this is my most um covered full coverage. I will put a picture of what it'll look like fully done. This is the mini, so I thought I would start with an easier start for myself with the full coverage, and I just love how this looks. So this is my mini Firefly by Amy Stewart. I love her artwork. I'm doing this the Royal Rose method. I bought these are the bobbins that I was talking about, just to kind of stop the fabrics, the threads from fraying, and to make it look a little bit tidier. But essentially, if you don't know the Royal Rose method, you just like, I'm working in a 20 by 20 block and then I park underneath. So like I will always have hanging threads. Now the thing I'm struggling with this project is that I don't know if I should just continue down this whole page row and keep my threads hanging. So like I just continue down and keep moving my Q snap down the fabric until the end of the project and have all of this side done. But the only downside about that is it means that I'm gonna get quite a lot of the fun stuff in really quickly. And then when I move back up to this top area, I'm gonna have a lot of sky and like boring stuff. So I'm not 100% sure how I'm going to work this. I do think moving down would be a really good idea because it means that I'm just working off of this amount of threads hanging. Like it's only going to be this, period all the way down. And then once I hit the bottom, I can like cut off the threads and then start at the top again and do the same. Maybe if you have any ideas on what you think I should do, leave them in the comments. I really love this project. This project is going to be fabulous when it's done. And considering this is like my first full coverage that has anything like even remotely noticeable in it, I just get the dopamine rush when I see this. It's just so beautiful. Okay, now my last project is the one that I don't have my up to date stats on. So I think I could find some of it. Let me my Kindle sometimes likes to be my friend and likes to be my foe, so we shall see. This is No by Stitcherovia again. I am doing this on another River Hut Designs fabric because I'm just obsessed. I'm not going to take this out of the hoop because I have it really tightly in there for where I'm working, but I will put a picture on screen of what it will look like finished and what it looks what it looked like before my update. Let me get this out of here so I can show you. So the last time I stitched on this, I had 2,845 stitches for a total of 28% complete. I now have 4,590 stitches for a total of 45.59% complete. I am doing this for my grandma. This is a gift for her Christmas, and this is what it's looking like. I will hopefully have a before picture. Essentially, I just had the N done before, so all of the work has been in this bowl, and it's looking so cute. Look how cute it looks. I'm so excited for this. I hope this is my focus piece because I'm hoping to finish this for December 1st for my grandma so she can actually use this as a Christmas decoration this year. So I better get stitching on this. This is my focus piece. I think Stitch Pal tells me that if I stitch like 85 stitches a day from now until December 1st, I will get this done in time. But I'm bumping that up to 100 so that if I fall behind at any point, there's like kind of a buffer. And any days that I can get more than 100, I'm doing it. I'm trying. Um, I think now that I'm starting to see more of the picture come together, I am getting more momentum to keep pushing forward with this project. And because it's a gift for my grandma, that also gives me more motivation to stitch on this. It's just so cute, like the little snowman and the reindeers and Santa. Like it's just so cute. I'm really enjoying this. Again, this is on another piece of River Hut design fabric. I actually have two pieces that I bought in haul, so I'm just going to show you them real quick. But yeah, this is my final project. River Hut design have like every month they take out a, sorry for the crinkling, a special, like an exclusive for the month. This is August exclusive. Krogsima. I have no idea. It's a very orange fabric. I don't know. Here we go. Um, I don't know if this is going to show up true to color, but it is really beautiful. It's just a small piece. Maybe I'll do something like Halloween. Um, oh, I keep dropping things. Maybe I'll do like something Halloween on this. Because it just screams like Halloween to me. And I was originally thinking I could do something from the Witchy Stitcher on this, and that would be my new Witchy Stitchy stitch. Um, just having the orange, and there is one. I think it's just the Happy Halloween one. I will insert a picture here of what it looks like. And I was thinking I could maybe fit it on this. The borders would be pretty tight, but I think it would be okay because I would probably be planning on finishing it in a frame, um, and potentially giving it as a gift or keeping it for myself. I'm not sure yet. But that could be a potential for this fabric. Let me know what you think this pattern being on this fabric, and I would love to know your thoughts. Next, this one I don't think was monthly exclusive. I think this was just um a die that they had already done, and it doesn't have a name, so I'm not sure, but it's this lovely dark like purple. um it has really nice modeling on this side. um and again, I say every video, they serge their edges and it just makes my heart so happy. I have no idea what I'm going to do on this fabric yet. um I don't know. It's gonna have to be something a bit brighter, I think, like a bit more colorful to show because the fabric is quite dark. So I think I'm gonna have to put some thought into what I want to put on this. I was thinking maybe something with like warm tones like oranges and yellows and reds to kind of like bring out the richness of the purple, but I'm not 100% sure yet. There is two more fabrics coming in the post to me. I bought one for my friend because we do this thing on All Hallows Eve. We make a little gift box for each other, and one of the fabrics is going in that gift box, and the other fabric is for myself. So I will probably have that come next time I update. I also bought a pattern. A lovely person commented on my last WIP parade and suggested assembly required, and it is like a deconstructed skeleton. So I did buy this, and I probably will put this on something. I probably would have liked to put it on this, but I just think the this is too big a bit of fabric for such a small design. I would be wasting half of this fabric. So I think I might keep an eye out for River Hut Designs doing a smaller piece of something dark like this. They do actually have an October special. I'll put a picture on screen, and I would like your thoughts if you think that this fabric would work well with this pattern. So I'll put both on screen as I did for the orange fabric. I just like getting feedback to see there's a lot of people that have stitched a lot longer than I have, and I'm not sure if like some fabric or threads would get lost in each other. So having like a second opinion would be really nice. So if you think assembly acquired would work well on this fabric, let me know in the comments. I have all October to purchase this if I choose to do it on this fabric. But I would like a second opinion if you think that it would work well together. Also, I just thought the project, the pattern assembly acquired was so funny. It's from Ink Circles, and it's like another spooky piece which I really enjoy doing because I'm a horror fan, I'm a spooky fan, I love autumn, I love the colder months and the warmer vibes. So yeah. So I think that is everything I have for you today. I've done this really quickly because I have to get ready for work, but I'm really happy that I did because I wanted to talk about my progress and my stitching. So I really hope you enjoyed watching this video. Let me know if you have any thoughts in the comments, and I hope you have a great day, a great week, a great weekend, whenever the hell you're watching this. Remember to stay safe, happy, and healthy, and I will see you next time. Bye.